Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah. Yes, baby. We ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Yo.
Hey.
Hey. Y'all in for a treat.
I don't care. That's not my problem. You know what's gonna happen if you don't get my money.
Shout out to Polar the King of Triller Da Vinci.
Remember that situation?
Yeah, I got you.
I was sitting at Checkers that right now.
Y'all see the boy Chucky? Y'all saying that's my homeboy girl.
You're a good actor.
I'm just so fucked up about it. Every time we play this game, we lose. Should I stay or go? I feel so confused. I don't really need no more bad news. I don't really need no more bad news. Every time we play this game, we lose. Should I stay or go? I feel so confused. I don't really need no more bad news. I don't really need no more bad news.
She's just so convincing. Kiss him, then she kill him. Lead her out my system. Always play the victim. Always doing dirt though. I'm so indecisive. Wanna leave alone, but the pain, I think I like it. Problems, I enlist them. Never been an addict. Caught it on myself though. Think I gotta have it. Fucking up my system. Drinking all this liquor. Hate it when she round me. When she gone, that's when I miss her. No, I gotta leave alone. I'm just so fucked up about her. It's just the things that she do that got me feeling like she doing wrong. I'm just so fucked up about her, and I just can't shake her loose. She got loose about her.
Every time we play this game, we lose. Should I stay or go? I feel so confused. I don't really need no more bad news. I don't really need no more bad news.
Shout out to Pink Mahogany.
Every time we play this game, we lose. Should I stay or go? I feel so confused. I don't really need no more bad news. I don't really need no more bad news.
Quarter million chaos. Hope these feelings fade out. Hope what we got play out. Hotter than a day out. Think they hold no voodoo. Sure I heard her seance. No, I heard no reggae on the way out. Love the way she love me. Hate it when she scheming. Know she got an agenda. That don't involve me in. Money is the root of all evil and I see it. But crossing me out of all people, I can't believe it. No, I gotta leave alone. I'm just so fucked up about her. It's just the things that she do that got me feeling like she doing wrong. I'm just so fucked up about her, and I just can't shake her loose. She so fucked up about her.
Every time we play this game, we lose. Should I stay or go? I feel so confused. I don't really need no more bad news. I don't really need
Still holding on, brother, in the way?
Every time we play this game,
Kill it,
we lose. Should I stay or go? I feel so confused. I don't really need no more bad news. I don't really need no more bad news.
She just so convincing. Kiss him, then she kill him. Lead her out my system. Always play the victim. She just so convincing. I'm so indecisive.
I wanna leave alone, but the pain, I think I like it.
She just so convincing. Kiss him, then she kill him. Lead her out my system. Always play the victim. She just so convincing. I'm so indecisive. Wanna leave alone, but the pain, I think I like it.
Okay. See, old girl was a savage in there.
Yeah, I was mad. I couldn't kill her.
Savage.
She bad news. Bad news.
Hey, so before we get into everything real quick, what was the energy around that when you recorded it? And when you made that beat?
Well, when I made the beat, you know what I'm saying, I thought about you know, everybody, you know, dealing with someone that you ain't supposed to be dealing with, you know what I'm saying, or they bad for you, toxic in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So you know, bad news. So at first, you know, when I did the beat and then did the goddamn the hook, I didn't sound right on the hook. So I just had this beat sitting for about a few months. Polak already did the verses, and I just didn't know who to put on it. And then next thing you know, I say, man, let me hit on my boy. Let me hit up Triller Da Vinci. He go by Okariki now. Let me hit up Triller. And so I hit him up. He was like, all right, let me see what I come up with. I get you back. I hit you back. About 2-3 weeks later, hit me back with the hook. Shoot, there was. I called Ricky Davis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ricky to shoot the video. Came up with the hook. Ricky!
I was thinking about doing it. I was gonna do it.
Ricky! Yeah, shout out to my boy Ricky. He live in Charlotte, right? He live in Charlotte now. He from Atlanta.
Ricky!
So, we did the concept, and mind you, we did this video during like COVID was real big. So we sat like, you know what I'm saying, like for a couple of months before we, you know what I'm saying, before we even decided to go to do it. And then Daryl in the video, he got it. Him and his fiance got like an Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? So we got the Airbnb. Polak flew from Miami, came to Atlanta, flew down there. You know what I'm saying? And Ricky sent me over a few people for the you know what I'm saying, few models that can act. Cause I was looking for a model that really can act. So I looked at a lot of videos that she did, and I like, yo, she the perfect one because she did something like that, and it was fit perfect. But the concept was like I wanted something cinematic. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want like a regular performance video. That's why you don't see a lot of, you know, it's not a lot of performance. You know what I'm saying? It's only back and forth a little bit, but I didn't want to be like strictly performance. I want something to people to enjoy, and we came up with this concept about, you know, really making her bad news and killing off the dudes. And Chucky came through, did a great job. Daryl did a great job fielding. He filled in at the last minute and did a great job. And shoot, man, that's what the concept, man. You know, dealing with somebody that's toxic, bad news. Yeah. It's all on streaming platforms. You can get it.
I don't know why I didn't put me in the video. Like every woman I've been with is bad news. I don't know why I wasn't in the video. Sorry.
I ain't know you then, but you would have been there.
No, that's what I said. That's right.
You would have been there. We sure would have killed your ass.
Yeah,
out.
Right. You would have been Daryl. You in there. You would have been Daryl. Trust me, you would have been Daryl. You know what I'm saying?
Squad, what's the word?
What's up?
Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, man, look here, man.
What's the word?
Okay, I'm finna send him the link.
Yeah, you gotta send him the link.
Shout outs to Can You Blame Me Network in the spot, making it hot. Yeah, we live with Piff Radio. We got Shay Speaks Live, Big Brother Said, CEO Jay Pitt in the building.
Hey,
yeah, it's lit, y'all.
No doubt, no doubt.
Just gotta go ahead and reset the room. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about this wonderful bad news.
Bad news.
Wonderful bad news.
Wonderful bad. This is wonderful bad.
I said wonderful, but I thought about I'm like bad. Like it's not, what can I put with that? Like I was like,
right.
Great bad news. Like awesome bad news. I don't know what you want me to say.
Some good bad news. Some bad news. She bad news, he bad news. We all bad news.
The bad news of the bad news?
The bad news of the bad news. You know what I mean? You know, that's what it is.
Okay.
What's good? What's good, Carolina, George? I see you on Facebook.
Oh, I should have went on live.
Oh, Carolina, George. Oh, tell them what's
live.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I like Carolina, man. You know, I've been, you know, being in Charlotte and living in Rock Hill, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of years, you know, I really love Charlotte. I do. It's a nice. It's one of the cleanest cities I've ever been in.
In Charlotte?
Charlotte's clean.
Charlotte's pretty clean.
It's clean. I'm telling you. Even homeless people don't look clean. Even homeless people don't look homeless.
I'm from New York City. It's trash.
Oh, well, yeah, that's different, though.
Yeah, It's trash everywhere.
And then Miami, when it rains, it just looks terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just looked like when it rains, it's just water everywhere, and you already know out here in Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Charlotte, They downtown, man. It's a clean city, man. I'm telling you, it's a nice city. It's clean. I never seen a city that clean. I've been to Cincinnati. I've been to Cleveland, and so shout out to Cincinnati, but y'all still a little dirty. Yeah, a little dirty. Super a little dirty.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cincinnati, but I'm just saying, y'all, they know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? Been in Minneapolis. Minneapolis is a pretty clean city. You know what I'm saying? It's a clean city. They got a lot of old buildings on their downtown. Though.
Bro, I can't talk about no city, bro. I'm from New York City. It's dirt.
It's just dirt everywhere. Huh?
Hey, you know what? I seen a video of somebody saying that I think it was a Gilly video. He did a video saying that New York City had like a large amount of rats. Did y'all see that video? Yeah.
I ain't seen the video, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he said
we do. We got a lot of rats, and the rats that get bigger and bigger over time, they like the size of cats for real.
Shit.
Seriously.
God damn.
They live for a long time.
You see a rat at the side of the damn.
Bro, I'm in Georgia. The field mice in Georgia are like this big. Nothing compared to a New York rat. Like a New York rat is like a foot long.
They look bigger than that.
I'm serious, bro.
They look bigger than that. So how does a city get rid of the rats like that? You just don't.
Just don't.
Like, when the hell rats came from? Right, like where did the rats come from? Like why would you have
nowhere?
Right. The subway?
Yeah, I know, but like where? Like where do they come from? Like how does do they come from another city to migrate? I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like where do they come from to migrate that that much? Like you know what I'm saying? Because they said New York got over 2 million rats or some shit.
Yeah, because
like 2 million.
Who did the count? Who did the count?
Babies, they have babies by like the 10. Like they having babies.
I was just about to say, if it's 2 million rats, think about how many mice it is.
Right. Like who did the count though? I want to know who's the person that did the count and say, hey, we got 2 million rats in the city. You know?
Yo, you know what I think? Who had the time? How do you even find the rat? Because I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna see a rat until it brush up against your foot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, oh, look, there's a cat and it's a rat. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. Oh, for real, like the rats ride on
I don't know what that is.
Nah.
Can't relate, dog. We can't.
I could talk about my city.
You right.
Yeah, you can.
You can, but let me talk about it. They finna come for me.
Right. Yo, I snatched my nose ring out today, man. That shit is sore as hell.
You took your nose ring. Why you took your nose ring out? Yoda was good. What's good, Yoda?
I accidentally snatched it out. I snatched it out.
Why you took your nose ring out? Wow.
I would say he snatched it out. That means that he didn't do it purposely.
I definitely did. I was walking around at work like this, walking to the bathroom, like, oh shit, this is hurt, yo.
Man, I don't wipe I wiped my face one day. My shit came out.
So, some topics to talk about. Y'all know,
it's a lot, dog. It's a lot. It's a lot of shit that went on for the past week. A lot of shit went on.
We can talk about these high ass gas prices. We can talk about
Hey, but hold on, real quick. You know, I've been trying to get an artist from Russia to come on Piff Radio to talk about what's going on because they send out a lot of sanctions, right? So a lot of the so the economy, their economy is probably getting hit pretty bad, right? So a lot of the artists, like BMI and ASCAP, they done sever ties for the time being through with Russia. So the artists can't even receive none of their royalties right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't receive any royalties. PayPal has stopped all business with Russia right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of artists and producers and stuff like that. They having issues. Getting their money.
That definitely sounds like them problem. Because what the fuck? Like
their problem.
They literally start a war, then they can't feed the people because they're starting a war that they. Bro, I don't know what.
I mean, I feel you, but a lot of my streams come from
Russia,
Russia and Germany and Turkey. So so I know I'm gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? Because now,
you're saying even as an American artist,
right?
Oh,
right. You know what I'm saying? So I got fans. You know what I'm saying in Russia. You know what I'm saying?
They cut a lot of stuff.
That makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they cut a lot of stuff, and a lot of companies have to a lot of companies actually took their stuff out of Russia.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Netflix, Disney, a whole bunch, Nike, a whole bunch of people.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
So they really they trying to, and I see where I see why they, instead of trying to spend millions of dollars going to war, you're like, well, fuck it, let's just take all our, business out of Russia and, and try to damn near collapse their economy. So I think Putin was trying to, he banking on and trying to take over Ukraine as quickly as possible because he can't he's not going to have the funds and the money to draw this out. You see what I'm saying? So he got to do this as quickly as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna fuck himself up. You trying to draw that shit out. There you go. There you go.
Quinn, I hope they find you and shoot you, Putin. I just want to let
Yo,
you know.
y'all hear me? What's good?
Raphael,
What's the word? Yo, Raphael, welcome. We live on Piff Radio.
What's up?
he was confused at first. He was like, "What's up, hey?"
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Raphael, Can't Blame the Podcast. Shout out to my boy Pill, Shay, my boy Javi.
Javi.
Got it.
Oh, gotta hit you with the Javi, man.
Javi.
Yeah, there you go, Javi.
Man, look, straight as down.
Damn, bro.
The J is solid. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I paused. I was like, I don't fucked up. But man, yeah, what's going on? I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Piff Radio. We in the big.
Harvey though.
I said Harvey. I gave him
Harvey is still better than Javi. Javi irks.
You be letting them call you that you be letting them call you, hey Javi.
Right.
See, the girls is annoying though.
You don't be correcting them though.
Hey Harvey.
Like, yeah, what's up?
Right.
That's like TMZ, ain't it? Harvey, ain't that his name from TMZ?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, man. So what topic we should get in first? Like really dive in first. Like what's up, Javi? What we got? What we should dive in first?
I wanted to talk about the Slaughterhouse album. I don't know if y'all up to date with that.
What about it though?
And Joel Ortiz, they went live, and they went on IG Live, and they disputed all this on live. They put everything out there, so y'all can find it all on YouTube. Like I did the research, and pretty much what it is that Crooked Eye came with money, came with a bag, and to sum it all up, Joe Budden said he retired. He wasn't coming out of retirement, and Royce the 5'9" was like, if Joe's not doing the record or not doing the album, then I'm not doing it either. So Royce the 5'9" was signing with Joe, so they wasn't really fucking with the deal, basically. So Joel Ortiz and Crooked Eye decided to keep going. So what they did was they decided to keep going and tell the truth about the album when it dropped. Because now they're crying about it that they're not on it. You know what I'm saying? That they're not on the new album that's coming out. So they got 2 diss tracks on there for Joe Budden and Royce the 5'9". And pretty much Joe Budden was on there lying, bro. I was calling that boy Lying Joe, man. He was lying bro. Yo, y'all gotta pull it up, man. Y'all gotta pull it up.
I was like, can you pull it? Can we find it on YouTube?
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it now.
On YouTube. It's like about like a 10-minute thing. Then Crooked Eye, he did a response and he clears up, some of the stuff that was said. And pretty much, what Joel Ortiz was saying is true. Like he told them about the deal several times, and Joe Budden was like, no, we only talked about the deal. There was no paperwork. There was no this. There was no that. But I don't understand why are they going to give you paperwork, Joe, when you keep saying you retired? You're not doing music no more, Joe. Let's be honest here. Like, what are we talking about? Like, why are they going to send you paperwork and you keep telling them you're retired? Then Royce the 5'9" is saying the same thing, but it's bandwagoning Joe. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
I heard about
it. Joe. It seemed like Joe Budden in the type of mood right now where it's really got to benefit him for him to come out of retirement.
Right.
Because it's gonna take some work.
He on there talking about, I'm making a bag, this, that, and the third. Like I'm making more money than y'all making right now. So why can't you do it then?
Because he want more money. He want money.
Oh, so you think he lying?
Yes.
When was the last time you heard Joe Budden rap though?
He ain't rap because he don't like how the state of the music business is going anyway. So that's why he not really doing music. You know what I'm saying?
Think about how much time it's gonna take him to get back in that studio just to rap with those other three.
You mean time or money? Well, which one you?
he needs skill, confidence. He needs all that shit. He ain't got none of that shit no more.
He been podcasting for a while, so he gonna have to get back in that bag for real for him to.
Yeah, he too much in his.
I seen the debate. I seen the live when he went with back and forth with old boy. You talking about when he was like, "I'm bigger than y'all."
Yeah.
Sound like some Virgo shit he'll say.
Yeah. I seen parts of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really know what that was all about because they kind of been going back and forth for a while on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling joy on that though. Like man, he just really being honest. He doing it. You know, on the part I don't agree with when he was like suck my nah, suck my dick. He got kind of personal at that point.
Yeah, he said tell the album to suck my dick or something. He said something
because
wow.
It don't look like he told her. It look like he told him to suck his dick, bro. Like Joe.
Joe like that though. Joe is cool as hell, man. He real cool, calm and collected.
But I understand they situation though, because Cricket said he wasn't friends with Joe, but he was friends with Royce and Joe, and they wasn't really friends. They were just a group. Yeah. Everybody was. They had like different cliques, so they wasn't like all four of them was friends. It was like I'm friends with him, the other person friends with somebody else, so their relationship was different anyway. So
yeah.
Right.
But I mean,
you can see why Royce ain't gonna do it if Joe ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they kind of picked sides. Yeah, but I mean, Joe kind of got himself to the level to where if you want him to come outside lyrically or musically, it gotta make sense for him because he comfortable where he at. And Joe, I don't know how old y'all is. I'm 38. You dig? So I know, even though I never was a big Joe Budden fan, like for his lyrical ability and what he can do, the nigga was hard, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He came at Drake. He came at 50. He get in his bag. He get in. You feel what I'm saying? Like he made like 4 songs about Drake. So it gotta make sense for him to come back out. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he can't do it. I just feel like he probably thinking in his head, he like, man, I'm retired, I'm past that. So like for me to come out is really a waste of time. Like, why do it when I'm straight right now?
Right.
Especially if you come out and you sound trash.
Yeah.
Right.
right.
For real.
But y'all didn't like Joe Budden. Y'all didn't.
But you know what?
Bumping it in the car, like driving. Y'all didn't listen to no.
It's just been too long. It's been too long.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But I ain't never. No. But you know what? When I first heard Slaughterhouses when I first heard they were trying to get together, I already had in mind this shit wasn't gonna work.
Hell nah, bro.
I already had like this shit wasn't gonna work. This somebody ain't drop an album in what 10 years or something like that. I already knew this shit wasn't gonna work. I was like, man, this ain't. See, it's always when you try to put lyrical artists together, it's almost like a setup for sabotage. You see what I'm saying? How many albums we have of lyrical artists that we have out in the past, whatever, in hip hop? Not that many. Because
not that many.
It's not that many. You know what I'm saying?
Only Fab and Jada. That's
only
it.
Fab and Jada. And that shit was like a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? They dub it as a mixtape, whatever. But
yeah, Nas? No,
it wasn't a mixtape. Was it?
No, they did an album. They did an album.
Right. Okay.
They did an album and a mixtape. But yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So again, it's not that many. So when you get lyrical artists together, that's you know what I'm saying. It's like the shit just ain't gonna. It ain't. That's why everybody waiting on this Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole album. Like this is never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. It's never.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Y'all know J. Cole was the one who discovered Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He told Dr. Dre that he gave Dr. Dre a heads up about Kendrick Lamar before Dr. Dre knew who he was.
Right.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I that's my first time ever been hearing that.
Yeah. He said that on LA with the what's the show, the LA Lakers or LA Leakers, whatever we call it.
LA Leakers, yeah.
What's the dude named he from overseas, but he do like real crazy interviews with celebrities. But he told him on that show too.
You talking about Tim Westwood?
It's Westwood or Nokovich or whatever. Noka, whatever.
The one you talk, that's not Tim Westwood, but the other dude. Yeah, what said talking about?
Oh,
Whatever.
no, not bootleg Kev. No.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yes, Narwhal.
He got like a UK.
Narwhal. Yo, Narwhal's interviews great, bro. Shout out to Narwhal, bro. Your interviews are dope, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. In-person ones are crazy. I fuck with them heavy.
He said that to J. Cole in the interview, and J. Cole was like, he was like, "What? How you know about that shit?"
Yeah, he gets a lot of people with that, bro. Narwhal, he's real famous for that. He gets a lot of people with that. I watched all his interviews that he do, and he asks a lot of questions that people be like, "Oh, how the fuck do you know that?" He for real. He does.
He do his research, bro.
He be doing his research, like for real.
I ain't never watched. I seen him. He got a dope platform, but I just never watched his interviews. I just wonder.
His interviews straight though. It's different.
Yeah, like he probably just like a little weird of an individual, but his interview questions, like what he asks, are like on point, like spot on, bro.
As an interviewer and as a, you know what I'm saying, you gotta respect his crowd because, like, bro, that shows like he really put the work in behind the scenes to dig up them fun facts.
Right,
because he get a lot of information. He get a lot of information that celebrities or whoever he interviewed wouldn't think that he would know unless he was like the police or something. Or you know what I mean? so yeah.
So like last
time. What I just said?
Now, so speaking of interviews, what y'all think about like how Vlad interviewed? You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of his interviews be dry as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Vlad,
his interviews is straight.
It just,
I guess people, though. It be the people, it be the people. But it's always the same people. I mean, you can tell he got a certain type that he like to interview.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. Like a lot of people.
Bro, Vlad is outdated, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. Vlad TV outdated. You heard it here.
Hey, but you learn a lot though. You learn a lot on his. You learn a lot in his interviews.
No, I ain't gonna. I want to say that. Yeah.
You got off the court. You got jumper. He outdated.
Right. You don't agree. But I mean, you don't agree.
Nah,
with
definitely not outdated.
I let y'all go first though.
Go ahead.
I disagree though, bro. I disagree. I feel like Vlad, you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, man, he one of the forefathers of that whole interview type, you know what I'm saying? I'm there, but I'm not there, like the virtual interview platform, like the Say Cheese took after him, Dirty Glove took after him. Like, he the guy for all that shit. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though you might not agree with it, don't get me wrong, I don't like the nigga either, but because I feel like he be on police shit too. But once again, I respect his craft, and he still, you know, when you're talking about like numbers and views and stuff, like his numbers don't lie. So he's still like the top of the game in what he do. You dig what I'm saying? So like, if you a type of dude and you got a pending case or you done did some shit in your background that you don't want nobody to know, like if you watch Boozy, bro, Boozy one of his favorite guests. But anytime Boozy get hit with a question, Boozy be like, man, I don't really want to speak on that. Or Boozy know how to swerve that shit. That's all you got to do.
Right.
You gotta know that.
So I heard you say something. I heard you say that you think he like the police, right?
Not what I'm saying is Vlad got away with asking questions to where it's like it be a time, like for example, if I say Javi or so and so, hey man, so you got locked up, right? You know, are you still on probation for that? Is it still an open case? What, like, that's up to you to how you answer that. Now, we know, like, bro, you gotta respect it. Like, don't even speak on, man. Shout, I'm gonna call you back. Well, you gotta know, like, not to speak on that. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, but you know, with I think like these dudes who actually go on his platform, they already know what's up with Vlad. You know what I mean? Like, Vlad been doing that police shit for years. He been doing that police shit for years.
He's a kid, like,
you know, if they still go on his platform and know what he go get into that bag, that's on them.
Listen,
right.
So my question
right.
is, are y'all going to No Jumper to get an interview, or are y'all going to Vlad TV? Be honest.
We're going to Vlad TV.
I don't like No Jumper either.
Well, I think because I don't think
y'all losing me.
Well, I
would go to Narwhal over Vlad, bro. Y'all losing me.
You said who over Vlad?
You said Narwhal.
Oh yeah, I do. You said No Jumper though.
I did say no jumper.
If you would have said him, I would have been like him. But nah, you said no jumper.
But I think
Nowhere's fire. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
But I think that it's more so. It's not. It's the more so the guest, right? Because that's why he's off camera.
Yeah, that's why
the focus on the guest. Whereas the Breakfast Club, you know, they interview us too, but guess what? They all have personality, so they don't even have to have guests to really have a you know what I'm saying? They don't even have to have guests. The guest is the added bonus. Where Vlad and No Jumper, well, I don't watch No Jumper too much, but Vlad and all these other platforms, you know what I'm saying? When you don't see nobody or whatever like that, it's like they not focused on, you know, it's not a platform where, you know, they talk about different topics. It's more so about the guests they bring on the show. Whereas like, you know, like Angelique is no lip service platform, you know, they'll talk about things amongst themselves and topics like what we doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so the guest is the added bonus, whereas Vlad is not. You know, that's the focus.
Right. I do not like No Jumper though, bro. Like I do not like No Jumper, bro.
Oh, come on. Y'all losing me.
You know what? This ain't my I ain't gonna mess up no relationships, but
no, you good.
You good, man. You with Piff Radio. So talk your shit. Talk your shit. Whatever.
You know, like he a lot of people get on Vlad. A lot of people be getting on Vlad case, but No Jumper is no better, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you one thing I feel about him. This is just my opinion. This is my Raphael opinion. Nobody else. The views and discretion of this show is solely on Raphael. You know what I'm saying?
The views of discretion is solely on me.
Yeah. I feel like he be exploiting people, bro. Like Crip Matt dude, I feel like he exploited him. Even though he did kind of give him exposure, I feel like he a clout chaser, dog. Like he do shit for views. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's exploiting people or you know what I'm saying, like taking advantage of them. Like he a California nigga, bro. Like he just chasing clout and views. Like when a viral moment happened, he looking at it like, oh man, yeah, that's gonna be cool. We gonna get some views off of it. I don't respect that, bro.
Let me tell you why I picked Vlad over No Jumper. Because No Jumper just did an interview on Vlad. That's how important he need. You know what I mean? That's how important he is. He had to go on there.
Right. I know some bullshit. I think No Jumper interviewed them Island Boys, whatever. Island Boys.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm for. Yeah.
We could have interviewed them. They was on Clubhouse and all of that.
I don't give a damn. They was in a trap house. I'm just saying, whatever platform interviewed them dudes, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about the Island Boys?
Yeah. If you're a platform that interview them fools, man, I feel like you just discredit your platform. Like,
so you're trying to say if you interview the Islanders, you're a clout chaser.
Exactly.
You're reaching.
You literally.
No. Let's put it on the table. You're not reaching. You're a clout chaser or not?
You're a clout chaser. Clout chaser reaching. Well, the fuck you want to call it? You know, I don't give a damn.
Clout chaser or not?
For real. If you interview them, man, they clowns. So if you interview them, they clowns. Dog, if you're a platform that interview them, yeah, you just chasing clout at this point. You just trying to get in when you fit in. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, you know, they'll never come on Piff Radio. Fuck that.
Right. Yeah. I get it out the mud.
Right. That shit.
Neither will Whack 100, but you know, that's just me here or there.
Right. You know what I mean?
That's so neither here nor there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Forget that shit.
Yo, you seen Jay?
I was just saying, you know, y'all know how I feel about that, so we ain't gonna speak.
Yo, you ain't get to it.
No, speak on it. Fuck that. Speak on it.
So look, I see Whack 100 in Clubhouse, right? You know, he on Clubhouse all the time, right? So I'm talking to Jay. I'm like, yo, Jay, I'm gonna do a collab with Whack. You know, he's talking about doing a collab, and then like he was like, I bet. He was like, you know, let's think on it. So he think on about like a day. Jay was like, nah, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, bro.
What you say, boss?
Well, I just don't like what he do, man. I feel like him, what he say he is, he claimed to be an OG or whatever. I just don't think he carry himself like an OG.
He don't carry himself like
I think he talk like he do, but he put out a lot of stuff that I don't think people should know about, and it usually come from him.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you another thing too, bro. On that Clubhouse community, his right hand man, I think the guy named Reek. I seen him. I actually seen him on No Jumper or whatever.
Oh, you seen it?
And like the dude that run the room he started. You know what I'm saying? I guess his counterpart, his protege or whatever. Like, it just look a certain way, bro. It really don't look like dude standing on his own. Like, really, this just not me, bro. You read the comments, the overall synopsis, the shit make it look like he his little minion, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, if I'm a collaborate with a higher tier artist, I'm gonna make sure I'm establish myself as my own brand, you know, within the program. Like, but he going around, whack, whack, like a fucking Bobby head, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why his name wasn't even put in the interview, gang. They didn't even No Jumper put his name in the interview. It says Whack and special guests.
Right.
It don't say CEO Reek. It don't say his name at all. So I went in there, like, and they was talking about shit like that, and they was like, yo, what do you think about the No Jumper interview? And I'm like, yo, don't ask my opinion. That shit was trash, bro.
What's about the one? It's about Whack was on that one, No Jumper?
Whack
was on there.
CEO Reek was on No Jumper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't, man.
So if I was CEO Reek, like I said, bro, like Whack, I kind of respect Whack for kind of putting his team on and putting his mans on, but I feel like old boy kind of dropped the ball as far as establishing himself, like make a name, an impact for himself.
Bro, that was his moment right there, Raphael. I feel you. That was his moment where he should have fucked up. That was his moment. That was his fucking moment.
If I'm in that bit, bro, I'm gonna disagree with Whack for the hell of it. Nah, Whack, fuck that. You wrong, bro. I'm gonna do something like nigga. This me. The fuck.
Nigga, you right, but you wrong today.
I'm not gonna go in that bit looking like his little. Yes, man, the one that goddamn hold his umbrella while he walking shit. Nah, bro, I ain't doing that.
They don't never check him, and I'm not saying check him like he need to be checked, but I when I'm listening to him talk or listening to videos, it seems like everything he say be right, and everybody else just go along with it. But half the time, this shit don't seem like it be cool. You know what I mean? Like when they put up the video of old dude getting killed in the clubhouse. I didn't think that was right at the time. I don't think you should do no shit like that anyway. But you know, just shit like that.
Yeah, man.
I don't like the way he goes about it. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't care to, you know what I'm saying, to care to listen to him anyway. You know what I mean? I just don't like the way he go about certain things. And then the thing about it is, like, nobody saying, like, nobody is in his camp is really stepping to him and saying something to him. It's like, okay, well, you know, ain't nobody gonna check me or gonna say nothing to me, whatever like that. Like, and nobody don't say nothing. You know, it take other people that's not even don't know him to check him. You know what I'm saying? But his own camp don't even say nothing. Like, bro, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And I already know what he's doing. He doing shit that this ain't nothing new. That somebody, you know, like you know, DJ, what's the name? Academics, no stuff that, you know, it's no different what he doing. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't stand academics, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's no different what he doing. He
I just can't, bro.
I already seen what he doing.
Raphael, like, he cool. He fuck with academics.
Man, I'll fuck with academics. Big ass. I'll fuck with big ass, man.
Bro, the only reason why 6ix9ine stood relevant is because of academics. Yep. I'm gonna tell you straight up. That's the only reason why 6ix9ine stood relevant. Is because he ain't
the only one. He ain't the only one. It's a few.
Whack.
Nah. It's a few artists that's big right now that probably wouldn't be as big as they is if they didn't get talked about a lot by academics.
Let me ask y'all this: so why y'all don't like academics? Like, why y'all don't care for him?
Who? You got to ask Javi that. He said that.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't care too much. I don't care too much for him either.
Okay, so what about you, Piff? How you feel about it?
No, that's Jay. That's Jay Pitt. Yeah.
His content is cool. I mean, you know, I would get him on Piff Radio.
So
Javi instead, like what?
Oh, yo, please do, because I'm going off at him. Please do. Get him on. Get him on.
I don't. Well, I know, right? Well, I mean, I you know, it's the way it's first of all, the way he just sounds. He just the way he just sounds. The motherfucker just sound like he just sounds like a cornball. The only time I listen to him when he talk about straight about the music business. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the only time I listen to him. Yeah.
When he talk about the music business, that's the only time I listen to him when he talk about contracts and stuff like that.
But he does. Nah, I'll give him that though.
You know what I'm saying?
Gems.
So he'll be on point with that. You know what I'm saying? And he got an inside scoop sometimes, and it's worth checking out. But other than that, man, it's like he gossiped. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much gossip his way to the top, and he gossiped his way to the top. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can, you get in when you fit in, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't understand, like, how
you didn't like how he did it. You don't like how he
did it. It's like, we allowed him. You know, if we in hip hop, right, and we supposed to be in hip hop culture and supposed to, you know, kind of like, you know,
bring everybody together. Yeah,
bring everybody together. But why is this dude coming in and trying to, you know, cause separation? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
then we let him in. Now we let him in to the point where now he got a little bit of power. Like,
let me ask you a question. And let me tell you how he got a little bit of power, right? So these top-notch Chicago artists that you know about that's real hot right now, they hot because he the only one that cover them like that.
But he was talking shit about Chicago so much.
Exactly, and that's
he's not the only one. Vlad was covering it.
Not like that though. He was
talking shit. Like
he was doing blogs. He was doing blogs every day about him. Chief Keef, all of them. So like he kind of cemented himself into the culture like that with just the Chicago stuff. And I think that's what kind of got everybody feeling the way they do about him. But that's how he did it though. I mean, I don't think everybody would look at Chief Keef like how they do if it wasn't for academics or Lil Durk, to be honest. See what he did with 6ix9ine because all he covered was Chicago.
Right.
Yeah, I fought with Ed for that very reason, man. I guess I like Ed because I guess he come from more I think I respect the grind, the hustle part. That's my weakness. Anybody that kind of got that like get it out the mud type indie, you know, type of hustle. And from him being an independent creator, recording from his mama's basement to make it to where he at now solely as a independent brand, you feel me? Like, I gotta respect that. And then on top of that, bro, like a lot of people don't remember when he first came in, he was fairly humble. Like the rappers kind of took him as a pussy because of his persona that he was giving off. Like, oh, you know, the Grim Reaper, I don't want to problems with him. And they kind of played on that and start really kind of bullying him a little bit. So he flipped it and started like pushing back. And now that he pushing back, like he popping his shit, a lot of people like, man, I don't like him because, you know, this, that, or the other. But I do agree with what y'all was saying in a certain instant because certain situations, if you're not really in tune with what's going on, you really shouldn't speak on. But at the same time, those same artists kind of painted a negative narrative, but at the same time he helped them because had it not been for him, I wouldn't have known about Lil Reese or what that nigga named TK or like 600. Like a lot of people that came out of that camp, we wouldn't have known about it had it not been for DJ Academics. So the same way he kind of, you know, shed a light on the street shit, with the same way he kind of gave them a spotlight. And then they came back to him like, bro, why you don't fuck with us no more? And he was like, well, shit, because y'all was kind of bashing me when I was. So
exactly, right.
You know,
right. Yeah. They was trying to sit on him when he was covering them, but then when he stopped, they knew they needed that platform, so they had to run back to him.
Right. And one thing about Act though, like he take pride in this shit. Act take pride on, that's why I say your fake card can go a long way. He take pride on telling the truth. So that's one thing about Act. If like he established himself to the point to where if he say something and he say this is the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, like he go off of straight facts.
He goes off of what he believes the facts.
Right. I was about to say, and he go off what he believes. I don't know the straight facts. Now, I'm not gonna say he a liar or he be lying, but I ain't gonna go all the way and say that. Like he go off of straight. Oh, he go off of straight facts.
Nah,
well,
that boy will be picking.
When it comes, well, I get what I'm trying to say. When it comes to like when they try to make it personal, like an allegation or, you know what I'm saying? Like if he reports something and the artist says a false story, every time he'll come with the receipts. He'll come with, you know, whether it's a text message, some documents, a conversation. Like, you know, I watch his streams. The nigga, he don't play about that shit. He take that personal. Like MJ, he like at that point I took it personal. And he'll pull out all his documents to support what he said. That's what I mean. Like, it's hard to discredit him and say, you know, he was just making a story up or exaggerating for clout. Like, I ain't never seen it happen with him, bro. I'm gonna be real.
I ain't gonna say he a clout chaser. I'm just saying like he's the type of person that he can really like hinder an artist with the shit that he do. Like, it can help the artist, but at the same time, it can really hinder artists.
Right.
You know
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that.
Right.
So yeah, that's my biggest downfall with him. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? For everybody else, like, you know, the white media hindering us crazy. Like, you gonna be a black media doing that? Like, come on, you know what I'm saying?
I think he hindered Meek a little bit, to be honest, because he chose sides real fast, and from the side that he chose, he just started putting everything, like, for a good 6-7 months, he was just everything he was putting up.
He was going hard at me.
Yeah, he was going hard.
Like, he was taking it. He was like, it seemed like he was taking it personal.
Yeah, he was taking it personal.
Him and Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs, same way. You know what I'm saying? He was going at Freddie Gibbs. You know what I'm saying?
But see, he started because they're like behind the scenes. They would like, it started off as just being an honest review, and you know, a lot of these rappers, they sensitive. So if you don't agree with them, but go along with the get along, like, you know how they come. And he was threatening them and doing shit behind the scenes, and kind of like making attacks toward him. So at that point, he did make it a little personal by, you know, kind of coming at him with his music and shit like that. But with Freddie Gibbs and Meek, he wasn't the aggressor. He really like was kind of like on defense. And then once it got to that point, then he was just like, fuck it. He just went all in. Cause people, man, Meek another one. Meek Mill is another one, bro. Like, I mean, he cool as an artist, but I think he's selling that whole street persona, like, you know what I'm saying, big dog type shit like that. I don't know if y'all heard it. He had an interview with Clubhouse with 21, 6ix9ine, DJ Academic. And like, he was trying to play more of the bully role, like this God kingpin type of role, instead of really just talking to him as a person. So I feel like he's selling a persona too.
Yeah, Meek always had that weird. He always had a weird persona. You know what, Meek, you know, I'll say this. You know what I'm saying? Man, he can take it like how he feel. You know what I'm saying? He feel like, dog. He feel like he seemed like a person you can't trust. Like, you gotta watch. It seemed like he a person like you gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta. He got that type of energy. Like yo, I gotta watch.
I ain't gonna lie. That's just that Philly shit. I be feeling like that around Philly.
Yeah, I can't say I ain't got nothing bad to say about Meek. Because I grew up in Philly, so I already know how that shit is. I already know.
I think that's the Philly minded mentality, because, you know what I'm saying, we seen it with other Philly artists. I seen it firsthand, so I know. Like, I know they just bred different.
Well, you saying like that's their mindset? That what you saying?
Yeah.
What, to be grimy? What would it portray you? Stab you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think.
I think they just speak their mind and don't really think what they're saying.
It's not even that. I don't.
Yeah, it ain't that.
It's not even that. It's just the like. It just.
Who y'all think he betrayed though? You just said betray you, but who you think he betrayed though?
I think I don't like the way the Ross situation went down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't like the way the Ross situation went down. He played more of a victim. You know what I'm saying? Than anything. You know what I'm saying? Also, even with the legal cases, you know what I'm saying? Like, he played more of the victim, but at the end of the day, like, bro, you on probation. You know they're gonna watch you with, you don't watch you with a cat eye. They're gonna watch you. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things, though, you know, you can't do certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you do certain shit, you already know. So you kind of until you get off probation, you gotta stay out the way. You already knew this fucking judge already had, this is when the situation going on. You already knew that the judge already had a vendetta against him and doing all this stuff, and you still kind of want to do certain things. Like, bro, you need to chill, because at the end of the day, that judge had the power to do whatever the fuck she wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you kind of be extra careful, but you still doing certain stuff to get you hemmed up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
You think he would still be in that situation right now if he would have not been doing that stupid shit he was doing? What if he would have just did whatever she wanted him to do? You think he would still be on probation right now?
Yes.
That's hard. That's hard to say. I don't know. I mean, that's hard to say. Because at the end of the day, he could have did stupid shit and got locked the fuck up for another 10 years. So that's a risk. That was a big risk. You could have got locked up for 10 years, your career could have been over with. You know,
I'm still surprised he had probation for that. For like his probation was that long.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he was supposed to do time. He was supposed to do time, bro. They got him out with a slap on the wrist with probation. He honestly was supposed to do some time. So him getting out, you know what I'm saying? He was fighting. Remember, Meek was fighting them legal battles like
for a while.
Crazy, bro. Like for a hot minute. He was spending a bag on them legal battles. So,
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though? It seemed like his trial and stuff and his case and everything, it seemed like it stretched out, right? But his was really like probation violation. And we look at a lot of these dude cases right now, they cases be way a lot worse than his, and they be out of jail.
Right.
And this is what I'm saying. But the media, people don't give Meek enough credit, bro. He did his time, and the system was just trying to keep putting him back in. And that's what it is, bro. Like the Philly system was trying to keep Meek locked down because Meek had the spotlight, bro. Meek was lit.
You see what they did? You see what they did? AR
added
it,
bro.
He damn near got what he got 40-some years of life or some shit.
Bro.
Yeah, he
got a lot of time for he ain't even kill nobody.
But I think did he violate it?
I think he just violated his probation. It was either that or a drug charge or something.
Right,
but they gave him some outrageous time though.
Right, but what I'm saying is that if you doing something that potentially that gonna violate your probation, then dog, that's you know, I can sound harsh, but then bro, that's pretty much on you. You know, because they already got you by the balls anyway.
They already got you, right?
They already got you anyway. So you already know any amount of thing that you do, you know what I'm saying, get violated. I don't give it, you know what I'm saying? I don't give it, you know, you could miss a phone call. You know what I mean? Like, no, you gotta be on point because there's cats that's on probation now and they got off successfully because them niggas was on point. So you gotta be you knowing this, like, yo, I know this court system is messed up. I know that, man. I gotta be on point. I gotta watch for myself. And it seems like a lot of these cats, you know what I'm saying, they don't watch out for themselves. He like, well, why? He violated, got a gun charge, got a violate for drug charge. Like,
so how would you feel about Kodak Black then?
Same way with his ass. It's the
same way with Young Boy. Same way with Lil Durk. Like all them. Like
all
they all got cases right now, but they in a beef. But they also got court connections. They got trials coming up. So it's like, if you got trials coming up, why is it that you beefing for real? Like, do you want that?
I think out of the three, I think Durk dealing with it the smoothest. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't really jumping out the window. He ain't really crashing out. He ain't really putting threats out. He throwing subliminals, but he not crashing out like NBA or Kodak, you know, fighting and shit while you're on probation.
He showed threading that needle though.
That was funny. NBA stuff and I've seen that. That was funny.
Right, he showed
he definitely threading the needle because he got a case from Atlanta that he dealing with, but he don't got, you know, Vaughn, rest in peace, Vaughn. He gone, but he was actually his co-defendant in that case, so he got to deal with that by himself. You know what I mean? So it's
right. Now your co-defendant is dead and gone. Rest in peace to him. But you know what I'm saying? And then
they talk about it too.
And they talk about it.
If you listen to their music, they talk about that. That's the worst thing about it. Yeah, that's the worst thing about it.
And now they using these damn songs as part of evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
So let me ask you a question. Did any of y'all listen to the new King Von album?
No, I haven't.
I didn't.
I didn't listen to it, bro.
It's a lot of truth in there, so I think y'all should give it a listen. I'm not saying there's like.
See what I'm saying, man? I'm telling you, man. Look, man.
I don't think you would hear some of this. His shit was real raw and uncut, so to speak. Like a lot of shit that I saw on YouTube videos that they said he did, felt like he spoke about a lot of that on his new album, and I don't think somebody who is a active artist and alive could do some shit like that. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's weird.
But why? Even if he was alive, why do that?
I don't know. That's what
I want to know. I want to know the reason. Yeah, I want to know the reason why. Like why?
Because he definitely talked about a lot on that album. Like it's clear. So it's like the shit I seen on YouTube, I heard it on the album. So I'm like,
you said King Von or Lil Durk new album?
Nah, King Von. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on King Von, and when I heard that album, I was like, maybe this shit is kind of true. But you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people that say he did what he did, but
bro, King Von was a demon, bro. We know this though. I mean,
if
you don't know that, then you didn't do your research on King Von, bro. Right. That's how he got his fame, man. Like King Von was a shooter,
right?
You know what I'm saying? He was like that. Like he was really like that. He was outside. So a lot of people think that because he was in the rap game, that's what he wanted. Nah, bro, that's what Lil Durk wanted. King Von didn't want that rap shit. Lil Durk put him on to that shit. Yo, this is how you get the bag. Stop fucking with that shit. This is how we get you the bag. Come over here with me. This is what we do. We get you the bag over here. He started rapping. But you know what I'm saying? Other than that, like King Von's a street nigga, bro. Like straight up. He was really like that. He was outside, bro. Outside. Like and that's why I really respect him, because that drill shit that he was talking, that storytelling shit was real, bro. At least
that's why real, bro. That's why I fuck with him, because he speak about his shit. I mean, that's just what it is.
I ain't never checked out his music. I know.
Yeah, I heard like his single "Crazy Story," man, and I didn't even know that was him.
Yeah, I understand all his music dope, but he got some sprinkles in there. But what he talk about is just
he got his storytelling.
A little bit too real. It's a little bit too
storytelling is like what's that old man with the crackhead back in the day where he was shooting it was a song. Damn, I can't remember it. Fuck. It was a New York song. It was a New York rapper back in the day. I can't remember the damn song, but it was a crackhead shooting back at the police with the shotgun. I can't remember, but it was like a storytelling rap, basically. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
that's like his style.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. But his visuals, it's fire too. Like you look at his visuals, they give you a nice storytelling. That's why I was like, I ain't gonna lie, King Von was like really relatable, because like tell you some shit and be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that definitely was me before. I done did that. Like,
so it's cool. It's cool to do all. I just don't like these young. I just don't. I never did like. You in a certain position. It's cool to talk about the story, like what you used to do, and talk about stuff that do go on in the street. You know what I'm saying? But when you start if it's whatever you doing, it's kind of starting. People started. I don't know, man. You kind of got to be careful about how you write these songs, because people just gullible. It's like people out here is just gullible. They take a lot of these shit serious. You know what I'm saying? So
it wasn't even about his music, though. Feel me?
I think right.
It wasn't even about his music. It was about what block he was from. That's literally what it's about in Chicago. It's not about his music. It's about the block he was from. This block beefing with 63rd.
But guess what?
And that's what it is.
But unfortunately, he got gunned down in Atlanta.
Hey, I think
even in Chicago, he got gunned down in Atlanta over something else. It wasn't even on no Chicago shit. It was on something. It was something else.
Yeah, I think we hypocrites though. I think we hypocrites to a lot of artist situations, because we don't like fake rappers.
But King Von was a real one.
But we don't want rappers to be too real. So it's like where you want them to meet at. I mean, it's a lot of artists who can. I guess everybody can't not rap about what they're doing and come up with good rhymes at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can. I
don't think
like
everybody can switch it up.
You can. You see, like if you're gonna take that route, I understand what Sid is saying, but I would take that route to where I rapped about my past or what I did, not what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So like, I still can rap the word gangster shit, but I did that like in past. And that Frank Fury got a creative way to do it. Or you still say like, but nigga try me, nigga run up on me, but don't be talking about what you did Tuesday night at 9 o'clock on goddamn old block. Like, don't do all that.
Right.
You making the case too. No, you dropping names, you dropping my nigga little peanut right here, bust your head. Like, bro,
they not creative. That's all it is.
I ain't gonna lie though, King Von did beat his murder case. He did beat it.
He did. Yeah, he did beat
his murder case.
Hey, listen, man, he ain't beat nothing.
Actually, his man took that. His man took that.
He ain't here no more, man. So I don't see him beating anything. He ain't here no more.
Right. But what I'm saying, but even if he is a real stepper, bro, what I'm saying is like, I'm down there I'm gonna make my music relatable, but I ain't really gonna speak on too much of that shit because I'm really doing it. Like, I'm just gonna, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tread lightly because I'm still doing it.
Right.
Hey,
that's like
it's the drill scene. You know what I'm saying? That drill scene, it just, you know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. Maybe it just might get to them.
I understand it. It's just like, like punk rock. You know what I'm saying? Punk rock is a really aggressive portion of rock and roll, right? It's a really aggressive, and you go to these punk rock concerts and spots, you know what I'm saying? It get real grimy. You know what I'm saying? We get real grimy. So I understand it from a drills. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I understand it that it's gonna be aggressive music, but I never heard, nobody. I never heard. And I said it didn't happen. But I ain't never heard nobody at a punk rock concert that or artists that got shot and got killed because of what they said in the lyrics. And then I feel like I feel like you can make drill aggressive music without having to,
directed at somebody.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. If like I said, if punk rock can do it, which is like I said, is another form of aggressive music. We don't see people get knocked out. You know what I mean? Girls get knocked out, dudes get punched, whatever, but nobody left there got shot. Nobody shot the drummer in the goddamn band. Nobody shot the singer in the band. You know what I mean? Because even what they were saying was like on some aggressive. It wasn't violent. It just was just that the energy was just real. It was just the energy. So I understand it from a music standpoint. Drill is the energy. I understand it. And it's not cool with that. But once cats start taking it seriously and people start beefing over what a motherfucker said in the song, whether it was true or not, then we kind of got to like, all right, let's assess the scene for a minute, because if it's not the music, it's probably what they saying. So that mean cats, that mean they enemies, they really listen to their music. Oh, he really saying this about me because they dropping names, they doing this, doing that. So it got to be on the responsibility of the artist. Like, yo, I can't be out here saying this because people over this side would think that I'm talking about them, or over this side they might get, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. I'm gonna keep that out the music and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when you start adding the street element to the music, dog, that's when shit get out of whack. And that's the problem with hip hop. We bringing the street shit into the music too much.
Yeah. I was just about to say,
like when you you know what I mean? You got dudes making like Take K the Race and then even Fujiano, like some of these dudes recording songs while they was actually on the run.
And the radio was playing the hell out of that song too.
Playing the hell out of it, man. So we kind of promote that type of, you know what I mean, like activity sometimes, man.
Right. We just gotta be more responsible. As artists, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta be a little bit more responsible. I ain't saying be a role model, but hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what, man? Maybe, especially if you're on a certain level, even if you're in the street and you do transition, try to do music, you already know, like, all right, I got to, just be smart enough to think about, say, you know what? Let me think about what I'm gonna say, because it might be interpreted wrong, or you know what I'm saying, or I don't want to, I'm not gonna drop any names because this and that and third. You know what I mean? And it's still, even if you do it right, you still might end up with some pushback. But at least you made an attempt. Some of these cats don't even care. Man, I don't do shit.
Look at Gucci, bro. Gucci killed the man, and then he was speaking on it, but he had already got away. He beat his case, so he was able to speak on it. Like, you still can pop your gangster shit, but he beat the case. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I hate that he still speak on it.
Right.
No, and
like,
he still
ain't speak on it.
Yeah,
What
I
you
hate
speak on
that.
it for?
I hate that he still speak on it because I'm sure that dude probably had kids or something like.
Yeah, he do. He got a son that live in Macon. His son
Yeah,
live in Macon. He got a
so
grown son live in Macon.
It's like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really.
Right, but he said, you know, when the situation happened at the at Magic City out here, you know what I'm saying, with Jeezy at the Versus battle, and after that, the dude's son said, man, let my daddy rest in peace, man. God damn, y'all keep speaking on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they keep bringing it up. You know what I mean? And I, you know,
And then look, a year later, Gucci put out another song where he's speaking on it.
Right. You know, like you keep speaking on, like, man, like why? Oh, let it go. Like let it go. That happened like 10, 15, 20 years ago. Like let it go. Like just time to let it go, man. It's time to let it go. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you killed the dude, self-defense, whatever. The son, you know, he probably already done, hey man, my daddy was in the streets, he knew what it was, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is going on, man. But when you start to keep speaking on it, it's like, bro, leave that shit. You know, leave it alone, man. Find something else to talk about.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie though. I totally agree with y'all, but when it came to that Versus battle and that True song came up, like I enjoyed every lyric. I ain't gonna play that. I did. I was hyped. Like when that Truth came on, you know, go dig a paper, he can't say. Like I was hyped. You know what I mean? But you know, like I said, I do believe in like karma and energy. You wanna, but at the same time, like that was a traumatic experience for him. So when somebody out to kill you, it's kind of like, bro, like you don't really give a fuck about him or his family. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just be on that type of time, bro. Like that come with a lot of growth, maturing, healing, and forgiving to get to that space to where you just able to let it go. You know, that can be a very traumatic experience. Somebody literally trying to kill you.
Right. I think it was tough for Go. I think it is tough for him to not let it go as well. I'm gonna do the flip side because he just did a verse with the man that tried to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they
literally put a bounty on his head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you're doing the verses, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like how I'm surprised like nothing jumped off, and I'm glad it didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it didn't. But from a music, it's unfortunate because like the shit started, you know, I think the shit started over a song.
It's so icy song.
Over a fucking song. Right. If y'all would have performed the shit, it would have been, they never performed this song. Only at the Versus, that's the first time out of 20-something years they performed that song. So now, so now you look at like how much of y'all, like y'all just took that away from the fans, that y'all never did a tour and performed one of y'all biggest records together. That's really a shame, man. It's a shame. At the end of the day, it's a shame that it got to that point because somebody want ownership of the song.
Yeah, I agree. You know, and then they older, brother, and they like in their 40s now. You know what I mean? At some point, like you kind of got to try to set an example for the younger generation, and let them, which they did. Like them coming together on that battle made a huge
Boosie's doing a real good job at doing that. Excellent job. Shouts to Boosie.
Boosie. Shit.
Boosie. Yeah, Boosie doing a great job.
Shit, Boosie. Boosie a real stepper.
Put the pussy list on line and get $1,000.
Boosie is a funny, but he a real gangster, goddamn.
Yeah,
but even him, you know, even Boosie was like, you know, even him, he realized like, yo, yeah, this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Boosie was on death row. Like,
right. He was on death row.
Yeah, he was on death row, right.
Yeah, he was on death row. So once he came off of that, you know, Boosie been on top of his shit. From what I've seen, he been on top of it. Since he got out of jail, he been on top of his shit.
Right.
But Boosie ain't the best. Let's be real. Boosie ain't the best role model, though, bro. Like,
he ain't no role model. Hell no.
Yeah,
nah. Shout out to Boosie, but nah, you ain't. Boosie badass ain't no role model.
Boosie ain't had your ass go out and shoot somebody listening to him. Goddamn.
Right.
He's a motherfucking ass.
Boosie, man. Boosie less online. I'll give you $1,000. That shit trippy. That shit trippy.
Said, what you think about that Earth Gang album though?
I like it. It sounds real good. It's a dope album. Sonically it sounds good. That's probably one of the best mix and master albums that I heard in a long time. So whoever the engineer, I think Ali mixed that album. You did a good job, brother. Mixed by Ali, that's the dude. Yeah, he did a great job. That shit sounds incredible. It sounds great.
I told you.
It's a dope album. I fuck with it. I was like, yo, this is. And you know what? You know what's funny? And I'm glad I didn't get this. I didn't get an Outkast vibe. I'm glad I didn't.
Nah, I went back and listened to a lot of their other music, and listening to their old music, their new album is really not surprising because all their music is good like that. Yeah, they got an album. They got an album with
I miss their music, bro. Their music was like good feeling music. It's like good feeling music.
I'll tell you, man. Yeah.
They're a dope group, and I didn't like the comparisons to the Outkast because they're their own group. And when I listened to the album, I didn't feel like, okay, this is Outkast Juniors or whatever. No, they're in their own damn lane, dog. They're in their own lane. They from and I think because it's two of them, they from Atlanta. They look like they, you know what I'm saying, the way they dress and stuff like that. I think I see why the comparison. But as far as like the sounding and
they just got vibes. They just give you Outkast vibes, but not really comparisons.
Right. I'm not gonna compare. Yeah, I'm not gonna, go that. I'm not gonna go that far. But I like them though. I like them. I didn't get that. I'm glad they in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't. I'm glad they're in their own lane. And I
like the Dreamville sound. The Dreamville got a dope sound. I like that.
They do.
I like that sound.
They do. I like their roster. I like their roster.
JID is dope too.
Yeah, JID. Luke, Luke the goat from Charlotte. Luke is dope. Boss, whatever his name is, Boss. I think I pronounced his name right.
Yeah,
Boss.
he got some dope shit. Ari Lennox got some dope shit.
All right, y'all. So
that pressure hit hard.
So I got a question for y'all. What do y'all think right now is the upcoming artist? Who's the upcoming artist of 2022?
Hope Trilly, goddamn it. Shit.
Damn, that's what I'm talking about, Sam.
Who you saying?
Hope Trilly. Come on, man.
Huh? The question is, who do you think is the upcoming artist of this year?
For me, I don't want to be biased, but my personal pick is Omeretta.
So who?
Well, I don't know what that is.
Omeretta, you ain't
Omeretta. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, the chick out here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she next.
She been grinding for a long time. She been grinding for a minute.
She been grinding for a long time.
She been grinding for a minute. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She really set herself apart. When she came out with that song,
we didn't need a female rapper in the game. I ain't gonna lie. We need another lady in the game. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Hope's really gonna be one of them, I'm telling you.
Tired of Cardi B, tired of Nicki. I mean,
you said Hope Trini?
Hope Trilly.
Hope Trilly.
I gotta check her out.
Yeah, she dope. I'm telling you.
I mean,
where's she from?
She from Queens, but she live out here in Atlanta. She been out here for a minute.
All right, y'all. I got to slide. What we doing? We close?
Yeah, we're gonna close the room. We're gonna close it. We gotta do this more often.
Huh?
Yeah. We should.
We gotta do this more often.
It don't matter how long it is. Just that we can rock out at any time. So it's whatever.
Right. We just gotta be consistent. That's all. Just be consistent with that. What we build up.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. It's like this little window. Like I gotta be in bed by 10:30, but this little window right here works for me, guys. I'm dead.
What would you gonna get in trouble? What was going on?
Nah, I gotta go to work though. I get up at 5:00 in the morning. 5:00.
Yeah, me too. I get up around about 4, 5.
Yeah, so this is the window right here.
I can't front. As soon as we get off, I'm gonna take this hoodie off and lay back in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna take that hat off, and take the glass off, take this shirt off, and do the same thing, nigga. I'm in my drawers.
It is what it is.
Well, I got to go up 3 flights of stairs to get to my room. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So
shit.
That's why your eyes hurt. That's why your eyes hurt. That's
right. I be dreading how to climb the damn stairs. I'm like, God, I gotta go up these. I gotta go 3 flights of stairs from the studio to the living room to the room. Like,
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had fun tonight though, fellas. I'm about to sign off my damn self, man. I had fun with y'all, man. I see y'all in the group chat. Goddamn, y'all ain't got no saying like a little Piff Radio.
Well, we do now since you just said the shit.
We'll figure that out later, goddamn.
Right.
I'm starting. Y'all have a good night, man.
Piff Radio. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to y'all.
I bet.
All right.